Nene. So vile nilikuwa nimesema jana ilikuwa siku moja nilikuwa na look forward to kabisa, and one of the worst things happened yesterday, and this bad thing that happened ni pia kitu inafanya na kuwa worried juu ya 2027, because what happened, there was a lot of violence jana ikikam to the by-elections, but still of course kulikuwa na a lot of by-elections that were happening, but my main focus was on one, and ile nilikuwa focused on ilikuwa ya Mbeere North. Na Mbeere North kulikuwa na Wamuthende versus Karishi, and damn, I don't know what to think. So cause unakungalia kitu kwa nimesema, like by the time mina rekodi, which is around few minutes to 1 a.m, the news that I'm getting ni Wamuthende ameshinda. And apart from that, cause I remember seeing this, so this is the first thing ile niliona ilikuwa kwa page ya UDA. And I remember looking at this and saying like, nah, this is too early. Because only post this like by 11 p.m. walikosha post. Ilikuwa ni, congratulations to Honorable Njeru Leonard Muriuki Wamuthende on your resounding victory as the Member of Parliament for Mbeere North Constituency, Embu County. This win is a clear and undeniable message from the people, a rejection of fear, threats and disorder, and an overwhelming embrace of hope, progress and principled leadership. Okay, ira inaitwa Wamuthende, if I'm not wrong. This is the dude that apparently changed his name because he acquired 600 million, I think, through shady means, I think, from the article here, The Standard. This is the same guy. So this is the same guy that anatuonyesha nini? An overwhelming embrace of hope, progress and principled leadership. Okay, so tuendelee. The people of Mbeere North have chosen a path of development, dignity and stability. They have stood firm for the UDA vision that uplifts communities, protects democratic choice and puts the need of ordinary citizens first. Your victory is not just political, it's a testament to the resilience and the resolve of a community that refuses to be swayed by chaos or deception. Okay, a community. Maybe I'm reading too much into that, but wacha tuendelee. We'll come back to that. As you take up this mandate, we stand with you in advancing transformative leadership rooted in integrity and service. Damn, history ya integrity and service inafanya nashindwa. Nimechizi ama umse anaitwa Wamuthende ni ule mse, like The Standard did a whole article about him and how the president chose him despite him like having this very corrupt background. And if this is what integrity is, then I don't know. And don't forget, I don't have a dog in this fight. This was just one of those things that I was following closely because I wanted to see how badly the president does. Why? Because I felt like if the president lost this, it would have shown that he's already lost the mountain 100%. And if he won it, it would have shown that 2027 is going to be tricky. And if he lost, and he lost with a small gap, it would have still been a good victory for the president. Because don't forget that the president, on his side, all he needs to do is just keep a very small part of the mountain. And that's really going to help him. On the other side, of course, Rigathi Gachagua and need like the whole of the mountain. So that's the reason why Kona Shindwa, why I keep national question this statement is, of course, his statement, it's still a good victory for the president, but that does not take away from the fact that this is a very questionable character. And the president is surrounded by questionable characters. Rais mbaya ni wale wamemzunguka. Okay, sawa. Lakini this time rais ni mbaya na wale wamemzunguka. Okay, wacha tuendelee. As you take up this mandate, we stand with you in advancing transformative leadership rooted in integrity and service. Hongera mheshimiwa. The people have spoken and they have entrusted you with their future. May your tenure be a powerful chapter of unity, growth and unwavering dedication to the people of Mbeere North constituency. So when I saw this, I actually didn't believe this was real. Why? Because if you had to ask me, and you heard me a couple of times nikisema, I didn't expect the president to stand a chance in Mbeere North. But then, remember hii word nimetoka kutumia saa hizi. Historia, your victory is not just political, it's a testament to the resilience and resolve of a community that refuses to be swayed by chaos or deception. So this is the time that I think that maybe, just maybe, the E in Gema was like, you know what, for once, let's not follow our big brother, G, because otherwise this makes no sense to me. And this was a victory to Ruto. It does not matter how you look at it. If maybe vile nasema na rekodi nikiamka nipate kulichange somehow, kulikuwa na tarakanithi somewhere and Wamuthende lost, the president still, because supporting Wamuthende is like supporting the president. There is no two ways about it. So kuna sana sema that ilikuwa sasa wanachotoa thao before ingie wana vote alafu wanachotoa thao back. Okay, maybe I don't know how to look at that, but walikuwa naingia nawe kwa booth were they so vile nilicheki sasa vile nakwambia I was doubting it, then nikapaki nimecheki Billy. Don't forget Billy Mwangi is one of the people who has been like amekuwa kwa frontline ya hizi stories campaigns, and he knows how to be a politician. Amekuwa juu ya gari and everything, and he posted this Mbeere North final tally 134 out of 134 polling stations. Leo Wamuthende 15,819, Karish Newton 15,417. That means alishinda Karish na 402 votes. Mbui Duncan 2,343 votes. So yes, this is what happened. So yes, I don't know what to say, man, but it was a good night for Ruto. And nezataka kujua your views hapo chini. Does this reflect anything that's going to happen in 2027? Cause there could be another reason why Ruto won. And the other reason why Ruto won is there was a lot of chaos. Now ask yourself, if Ruto understands that chaos can help him win 2027, what is he going to do? So as I keep saying, it was a good night for him. Why? Because of course pia saizi he's supporting ODM, and what happened, hii story ya ODM pia one thing nilikuwa nasikia ni huo msanaitwa Roko, nilikuwa nasikia anaenda kushinda. Alafu the next thing naona nachiki watu akina Gabriel Oguda walikuwa na celebrate. I remember the first thing that I saw was a certain video that there's this one thing ile spendagi, and hopefully vile nani naitwa nani vile Denison Sarigu alisema that very soon ata get the governor tuongea na yeye hii story stakaji. I always find it to be, I don't know what, just I also feel like if you're going to use it, at least let's credit Bogi Genje. They should be there earning millions from that. Like, don't take this away from them. This was a Bogi Genje thing, and it's so bad that nowadays nikiona hii the first person that comes to mind is actually Sakaja, not Bogi Genje. Like macheki. And yeah, this is nowadays it's become ni kumi bila break. So wacha tucheki wasewa Boyd walikuwa nasemaje. Of course nikiona mother kama Gladys Wanga hapa, I understand she was so heartbroken when this questionable character died. So I'm sure she felt like a certain level of debt to him, and that's why she was campaigning for the son. And when she was campaigning for the son, she alisema vitu zingine zile sikuwa na agree nazo, zile vitu za ati Nini hautaki an MP that does not get along with the governor. I'm like, what the are you talking about? It should not work like that, but somehow it works like that in this third world whatever of ours. So kulikuwa na hiyo, and yeah, but wacha tuendelee. Acheki jo Bogi Genje jo. Alafu nasikia governor for life. Why? Because she played a very big role in getting this through. So kulikuwa na hiyo these are the videos zile niliwatch from Gabriel Oguda. Another video that pia niliwatch from Gabriel Oguda ilikuwa hiyo still bado from that Boyd camp, where with this one you see wakiwa kwa polling center. I don't know kama ni which level this was, and the interesting thing is utacheki Kaluma akiwa na bandage, cause vile nasema there was a lot of violence, and one of the victims of the violence alikuwa Kaluma. So Kaluma alienda hapa kigongwa. Kulikuwa hata na picha yake ilikuwa inatokea ile alikuwa anamwaga damu. Wacha tusikize. so nacheki Kaluma hapo. So hapa pia nasemekana that ODM wameshinda. Does ODM winning this guarantee ODM winning in 2027? I don't think so. I think 2027 itakuwa centered on a lot of stuff. There is the factor of violence. It'll play a very big role. If there's 100% peace, it's going to be very tricky. Konene, nimeinterrupt show kukuremind juu ya Lemfi. Kama uko US ama Canada na unataka kutuma do Kenya, register kwa Lemfi ukitumia promo code EKONENE. Hii itakuguarantee $20 cashback on your first $100 transaction. Alafu pia time una register, make sure umetick the 2 checkboxes za notifications ndio ukireceive info about amazing offers through newsletters. Na pia usijali, Lemfi hawatumagi hizi letters za, yani unajua like messages za kipumbavu. Pia usisahau every time una transact $50 and above una earn points. Na the more una transact, the more points you earn and you can redeem them as cash ile time unatuma pesa. Alafu pia kitu nanibamba kabisa ni saizi ukitumia Lemfi mzabaki umelipa pay bills na till numbers directly. That means mzabaki handle bills za maparo wako ukiwa hizo maside za States ama maside za Canada. Alafu pia we mwenyewe as a Lemfi user baki umetafuta ile button imeandikwa get USD $20, ubaki umeinvite mabeste zako, na ukiinvite mabeste zako on their first $100 transaction unapata pesa ngapi? $20 cashback. So unangoja nini? Baki umechangamka, ingia Lemfi. Lemfi, international payments for everyone. EKONENE. Because I feel like, yes, I've seen a lot of stories ile nimecheki kwa hii mambo. Like ukienda kwa page ya UDA, all you could see was victory, victory, victory. And I'm wondering that how did they get easy victory? Was it something that would have happened if it was peaceful? Ama ni kitu ilikuwa sponsored by chaos? Because ukienda kwa hiyo page yao, the first thing unacheki ni congratulations to John Namesek Erot on your election as MCA for Lake Zone Ward in Turkana North. Alafu unacheki hiyo raya iko hapo, John Namesek. Alafu unaenda chini kidogo, congratulations Vincent Ruto Kiplimo on your election as MCA Nandi County. Of course that one you expect to happen. Alafu tunaenda kidogo kabisa, congratulations Cosmas Longor na Peikar MCA for Nanam Ward, yuko Turkana. That's a good victory because Turkana wouldn't say it's a UDA zone. Then ukiteremka chini tena unacheki congratulations to Honorable Mpusia Amos Mayai on your election for Purko Ward Kajiado. That's a very good one for UDA. Then congratulations Chemitei Kiprono Baringo, that one not surprising. Alafu tena congratulations Ndakwa David Athman on his emphatic victory. Yes, this one was surprising, Joe. Here Malava constituency, considering that majuzi kuna vile nani ameishia huko, Joe. Ubuda naitwa, what's his name, Joe? Ubuda Halwale ameishia pale. Halwale na mpira anachenga Ruto, anapiga bows juu ati wanaacha ilikuwa ni Mdavadi kwa matako, Joe. Wanakoseaga Mdavadi heshima kabisa. So this was a victory. Like this is damn, like I don't know what to say. Like how is Halwale supposed to show up and tell us EKONENE? Like how is supposed to show up? Like this is bad. And as I keep saying, this should show people how 2027 is not as easy as most people think. And every time unambiaga say hivi wanasema gonna discourage. I'm actually telling you to tell a friend to tell a friend. Because I think this is what happens. With by-elections, you'll find a lot of people who don't like Ruto decided not to vote. And the same thing might happen in 2027, whereby wasatakuwa like, msee ni one time. Mimi nilibonga na besti yangu akaniambia mvoti, na besti yangu akabonga na besti yake akamwambia mvoti. So mimi hata nisipo vote, si besti yangu na ule besti yangu mwingine atakuwa amevote, so haiwakigi hivyo. Utapata mabesti wako pia wamekaa mtaani. And this is how it happens. This is what happens. So yes, Malava constituency, this one surprised me kabisa. Alafu kulikuwa na congratulations Alio Mahmed whatever, member of parliament for Mandera County. I'm not surprised with this. After ile story ya kutoa vetting, I can't blame watu wa Mandera because this is the first time, like the true Manderians, especially the ones who are fully Kenyan, this is the first time they're feeling fully Kenyan. So of course I expect UDA to win with that. Alafu tukiendelea kulikuwa na gani Angata Nanyuki Award, victory UDA party Samburu. This is also a good one Kusamburu inafaa kwa maybe inaweza sue, alafu of course hapo nacheki Wamuthende. Wamuthende ilini surprise, hiyo siwezi sema. Of course ya Kip Kosgei, Kip Ruto, that one I expect. Kigen Tobosei, hizo zote na expect. So yes, this was a good night for Ruto, man. Like Ruto alilala akisema iko nene jo damn mseweza kata hiyo pata seme jo cheki jo Mwafrika amereveal alichote na Ruto anasema siku hizi Ruto anasema iko nene. Yeah, so it was a good night for Ruto. And yeah, I think this was also a wake up call for the opposition, that maybe things are not the way you expect them to be. Because don't forget, 2027 is going to be very interesting, because right now we are back to tribal politics. And you to go back to tribal politics, you have to look at the tribal arithmetics. And for the tribal arithmetics, one thing that has always happened is the mountain has always voted as a block. So the whole GM has always voted as a block. But now when you have a deputy president who's M, and maybe the E decides the M to be part of EO, it becomes very tricky, because now this is what Wamunyoro is coming with. He's coming with the whole block here, the mountain. So if you chip from the mountain, then it makes it very tricky for him. And I don't know. And then on the other side, if you look at the fact that the Gen Zs are also not registering to vote, we'll not expect. Everyone is saying that they are waiting for last minute. Kama juzi tukiona Charisma hapa, and yeah, Charisma akisema that it's time, just wake up today and go register today, don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, but of course utasema if it's not guaranteed then I would be there in 2027. No, we don't mean that. We just mean just go register today and then see. But I don't know what to say, man. This is even if you go online, one of the things you'll see is Nini, they were celebrating kabisa, because I don't niko nimesema hii Mbeere North was so interesting to me, because I knew that even if Wamuthende loses by like 400 votes, that would still have been a victory for Ruto. So this is why it was so important that even mse kama Dennis Itumbi alibaki tu ameandika Honorable Leo Wamuthende, afu akabaki ameiacha hapo jo. Na tunakunga Leo Wamuthende kuna vile yani Itumbi mwenyewe kumbuka majuzi ya kisupply, what was he supplying? Alikuwa na supply what is it called, Sukuma wiki and whatever, which I think alikuwa anachukua ni stock ya mtu. Alafu Israel ziko zimejipanga design. I think Itumbi, if I'm not wrong, he's the same guy who ended up sharing like a page where you could check out the results of UDA. And I think this was also a certain level of confidence. But as I keep saying, I'm taking all this with a small pinch of salt, and the small pinch of salt is the fact that there was violence. So I don't know if the violence played a role in either voter suppression. Yes, so I won't say that this determines what's going to happen in 2027, but it shows that the president might be more comfortable than we expect in 2027, especially for the people who think that this whole thing is forgone. Najua like this whole thing imeisha. Alafu hizi raya za UDA zimejipanga. Unacheki hapo Samburu 100%. Chani cheki hapa kama by the time hapa Wamuthende Mbeere ilikuwa what, Kajiado, Kakamega ni 89%. So I don't know why walikuwa tayari washa announce. Yeah, so kulikuwa na hiyo. And yeah, so a good night for the president. Yes, Embu kwa confirmed hapa, turnout was 61.6%. So yeah, the president had a really good night. And yeah, so it's time for watu kujipanga. Let's see what happens in 2027. But apart from that, maybe nikimalizia ni kubonga juu story ya violence. I think the violence strategy, and I hope that it was not intentional, that there was a lot of violence yesterday, but this violence strategy would guarantee the president a second term. And why? Because a lot of people would stay away. It's just called self-preservation. So hopefully it was not government sponsored, because I don't know what to think. I'm just going to give the government the benefit of doubt, although it it looks like the government, cause a lot of stuff sending the police, a very heavy police presence. Then kulikuwa na images, like the images that came out for example on Wednesday night zilikuwa very sad. Kulikuwa na buda fulani alipigwa mpaka alikuwa amevuliwa uchi jo, kabuda fulani kanono jo, like damn, kwa kanono mpaka buda hata sijui kana kumbuka the last time jo aliangalia chini akaona kitengenezaji cha watoto jo, kitengenezaji cha watoto. Mbona tumetumia hilo phrase? Damn. Hilo neno, hilo semo. Okay, damn man, Kiswahili ni hard jo, kitengenezaji watoto. Huo buda literally jo nafaa kujua mficha uchi hazai jo, kwa hata kiangalia hivi jo haoni uchi jo. So buda litandikwa, and it was sad to see because I think he'd been sent, pia yeye mwenyewe alikuwa amesendiwa cause violence, alafu akabaki amepatikana jo, alionwa kuonwa jo. I think alikuwa anasema alikuwa ametumwa na raia inaitwa Seth Panyako jo. Hii raia inaitwa Seth Panyako pia nilicheki ikienjoyiwa, sijui kama ni hiyo because I don't know. That's one dude that I can never like identify in a crowd. Najua kuna zile raya like their names are just notorious and they are known for just being funny business type of people. So there was a dude that nilikuwa na cheki inaenjoyiwa ati imetoa specs kuangalia kaa results ziko vile ziko, and I don't know if it's this dude but yes, so there was this ile mseka Gabriel Oguda alikuwa ameandika ni those who mocked Baba Raila Odinga should know that we'll be there when they shall be seeing their own things. We are anonymous, we are legion, we do not forgive, we do not forget, expect us. Nachikira yeme tu mpaka specs like, hey, hizi ni results gani zile mimi naona? Zile zangu za so what no should not be seen. I saw failure, not victory. Yes, so yeah, so tell me what you think, man. Does this show that the mountain is not fully with Gachagua? Ama does this show that Gachagua only has the G in the mountain and the EM? It's tricky because with the EM, especially with the M, if anaitwa nani umse atastay kama Deputy President Kindiki, then it's tricky sana, because people will see that he is just a breath away from the presidency. And when you're a breath away from the presidency, anything can happen, najua, and he can end up being president. So there are people who look at it that way. So I don't know, but all I can say is yeah, that was surprising. I didn't expect. One thing I hated was the violence, and I don't know what role the violence played in the results that we saw. But the results that we saw, if there is someone who had a good day yesterday, it was William Ruto. And if there's someone who had a bad day yesterday, ama hii night imeisha, yesterday night, it was Gachagua. Because Gachagua iko zile za hizi raya 15,000 unapigia huyu mtu na vile alinipatia takotsubo cardiomyopathy, alinivuja roho, alafu nyinyi mnanivuja roho. Good morning. Eko nene.